Good morning, everyone. I am an Uyghur American, also sister to a kind and caring woman who has been in China's detention unjustly for the last 7.5 years. Since 2018, the Uyghurs are facing full-fledged active genocide with China's mass detention, criminalization of our religion, culture, and the language. And the Uyghur women are facing forced sterilizations, forced abortions, and forcibly marrying to Han Chinese men. With that, the Uyghur population dropped down to 0% in some of the majority, the Uyghur populated areas. And Chinese embassy in the United States publicly celebrated those genocidal efforts by tweeting and saying, Uyghur women are no longer baby-making machines. 1.1 million Han Chinese cadres deployed into Uyghur homes live with Uyghurs and supervise and monitor their daily lives. While most of the men are sent to concentration camps or prisons or forced labor facilities, Uyghur women are subject to sexual abuse inside of their own homes. 1 million Uyghur children are taken from their families and sent to state-run orphanages to be raised as Han Chinese people with Chinese communist ideologies. And our mosques are being demolished. Chinese government is targeting all religious and cultural books, burning all of them, demolishing the mosques and the churches, or turning them into nightclubs. These are all so personal to me because I spoke about China's mass atrocities in September 2018 at Hudson Institute, one of the think tanks here in Washington, D.C. I exercised my freedom of speech, but just 5 days after that, my own sister, Rushan Abbas, a retired medical doctor, who was taken as a retaliation for my activism in the United States as part of China's transnational repression. She is not a political person. She's not even an active speaking anywhere. Her only crime is being my sister. And this story is not isolated just for my families. My husband's entire family went missing since September 2017, 24 members. And all of my colleagues here with us, or all the Uyghur advocates in diaspora, they are also facing Chinese government's crimes, state-sponsored crimes of transnational repression. When I travel around the world speaking about China's crimes, I face all kinds of harassments, death threats, and intimidation, and people are following when I travel from continent to continent. They are using the digital platforms to dehumanizing us, and the waging campaign of character assassination. Recently, I published a book called Unbroken, describing China's genocide. And then there are 2 fake copies published in the name of telling my story, but with all fabrication and the lies to just confuse people. This is how far a country goes to silence the people who speak out. Silence is the oxygen of the tyranny, and I refuse to be silent. We are going around the world trying to speak out. We are going around the world trying to raise awareness, to tell the world that this is not just the Uyghur story. This is a story of every Tibetans, Falun Gong practitioners, and Hong Kongers. Now Taiwan is a threat. Next, if we don't speak out, it will be all of us. So please join me and hold this barbaric regime accountable, not just for today, but for the world we are leaving behind for our children and our grandchildren, so they won't face an illiberal world. Please join me in this fight like I'm fighting with my colleagues, my brother and my husband. Please, all of us, join me to hold China accountable because we are all responsible for what happens next. Thank you.